This one will be called Is it a tall order for Brandon Staley to fix the Chargers? I mean, we got to get all into this. Cause I listened to Brandon Staley his interview after he got signed or whatever as the coach for the LA Chargers. And what I did notice about him, he does know a lot of nuanced things about um, the game of football on both sides. That's one thing that I did um, notice about him. Now, all of these hires that's happening in the NFL, back in the days, a lot of people would have shied up on this. A lot of people would have look. They would have pointed their nose up about a lot of these hires because a few of them was questionable. But overall, I think the NFL got the best that they could get out of the coaching hires right now, which was a great thing because I'm glad that they stepped it up, man. Because I was like, who are these coaches that's getting hired? I just don't know. But this year they did a really good job at that. Now the things I want to get into is what are the things that he have to fix on the Chargers? What would he have to fix on the Chargers? The number one thing that I think that he would have to fix on the Chargers is the special teams. It's kind of like how it was with the former coach, Coach Lynn. You come in, you fix all the problems, and if the problems show back up later in your coaching history, that's when people will know you're not the right person for the job. That's how they do it in the NFL. If you fix a whole bunch of stuff on the team and it shows back up later in your coaching history, they know it's time to get rid of you, which is a good thing because you shouldn't be allowed to keep failing in the NFL. I think to make it a whole complete competition, the most of the records would probably have to be 8-8 or probably like 10-6 at the most for everything to be completely competitive. It seems like in the NFL, every year there's a handful of teams that's going to struggle. Now, it could be front office issues, which the Chargers have had a lot of front office issues. Far as keeping people too long, that's what I think is a failure to a lot of um, organizations. They keep people too long. Uh, okay, so we'll get off into the defensive side. The defense needs to be fixed too because I think there's a few players that don't belong there. There's players that were once good but they're not as good anymore. And once you see that, if you see it early, then you pretty much have to cut bait, man. Players don't all of a sudden late in their careers get good. And I think that coaches know by probably about the sixth or the seventh practice, if a player really has it or not. I'm really interested in what he's really going to do in the draft, though, because this year I think we have to fix the offensive line. The fans they challenged TT on putting together a solid offensive line. It's just going to be interesting with what they need to do. They need to fix the back end too. They need to fix that back end for sure. They need to have a plan in case Derwin James do get hurt, which is a probability. You have to draft for that. You have to draft well for that. I to me the one thing that we really need to do is figure out how to run the ball. I think Justin Herbert's he can handle himself in the pass game. Only thing that I didn't like about Justin Herbert is the fitting in throws when you have other people open. Uh, the other thing that we're gonna have to fix is the offensive line. It just has to be better because I think we have a few players that should go. A lot of people think that Sam Tavy should go. I like Sam Tavy. The problem is Feeney has got better and Lamp has got better. So it'll be interesting to see what they're gonna do because three of those guys, maybe four, need to go. Trey Turner, okay, Trey Turner. If he can stay healthy, yes, but I think honestly they should get rid of him. Get in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about my podcast. I think we have an all right coach. I don't know about the experience. The most that they can say about him is he was a good defensive coordinator and he was a coaching quarterbacks coach or whatnot. So just let me know how you feel in the comments below.